Hey everybody, what's going on the Mac Mage? And this video, some of you might agree with, some of you might not agree with. But it's my channel, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it anyway. So I was watching a video, and now I'm not gonna name the YouTuber or the commenter, because there's no point. Really, it's not relevant to what I'm talking about here. But I was watching a video, and the YouTuber was talking about how in one of the Kodi add-ons there was an advertisement. And it was done as a way for the developers of that add-on to get paid. And I thought personally that that was a brilliant idea, and so did the YouTuber. Now, I was reading some of the comments because I guess ignorantly thought that everybody would be fine with it, you know? But one of the comments that I read was by somebody who said that that's the reason that they started watching TV on Kodi, is so that they wouldn't have to deal with commercials, and if Kodi does that, there'd be no point to Kodi, and why should developers get paid? So first of all, just me personally, I watch Kodi because I would rather see developers get paid for quality content that I actually enjoy versus paying for cable and content I don't watch or enjoy, having to get a bundle and a contract that's just going to cost me more money, you know, or having to pay for various subscriptions to things like Netflix, Hulu, HBO Go, Stars, Showtime, all that separately, which is going to come out to even more than cable would have cost me in the first place. Not only that, but there's no software rentals, no equipment I have to buy, none of that stuff, as opposed to cable company where you're renting everything you use. Kodi makes it possible so I can still watch the content that I like without having to have 50 extra subscriptions. Now, commercials in add-ons. I'm for it. Why? Because not everybody can afford to donate. I mean, some of us are college students and are putting ourselves through school or, you know, work and still are trying to make ends meet or what have you and cannot afford to donate and would. And some people who can donate probably don't because they're lazy or they don't care to. I think that developers should get paid for the quality work that they do. I don't believe that every add-on is deserving of being a paid add-on because they haven't yet substantiated themselves in the community. But the ones that have proven time and again that we can count on them, that we can rely on them, definitely deserve to be paid. Definitely deserve to have their developers generate some revenue from this channel. You have to understand, these developers are doing things, you know, developing this stuff on their own free time, of their own free accord. Now, they can easily have, and I'm talking not only about Kodi, but I'm also part of the jailbreaking community too. So I'm talking Kodi, jailbreaking, rooting, whatever makes you enjoy your device that much more. These people understand something that a lot of us don't, and that is how to develop an add-on and how to make it work so that we can do the things that we do with ease. So they're doing it of their own free time, and they can easily say, hey, you know what, we're going to close ranks, and if you cannot bring something to the community, we're not going to share this with you. They could easily make Kodi go underground as far as the TV content, the third-party content, leaving us only to use it as a media server because of some of the comments that people are saying about the developers getting paid. They could easily take all of that away, because they know something that we either don't know or haven't figured out yet, or are in many cases too lazy to learn. So do I think developers should get paid? Hell yeah, I do. Especially, like I said, your Salts add-on, your Exodus, C-Cloud, the add-ons that we go to time and again for our viewing pleasure. And there are tons more add-ons like that. So when I'm seeing people say, no, developers don't deserve to get paid, if there's adverts in Kodi, there will be no point to Kodi, I think that that's the wrong way of looking at it. People seem to think that developers get paid hand over fist every time you click on their link. That is not necessarily the case. So I really honestly think that if, like, let's say I went to Hollow or Salt or the Royal We, and I was booting up a movie or whatever, waiting for a movie to start, I would have no problem watching an ad while I'm waiting for my movie to start. Or while it's generating sources. I have Salt on autoplay. While Salt is on autoplay, what it does is it goes through all of its sources to find you the best link. So I would have no problem waiting through a commercial while that happens. I'd rather see a commercial and know a developer is getting paid because of that than be just sitting there for a minute or so while Salt loads up my movie. So, I think honestly, if more people donated, if more people could donate, I don't think that would be a necessity. But I certainly do not have a problem with developers making money in that way. That's just my opinion. I don't expect it to be anyone else's opinion. But when I'm seeing people say, basically fuck the developers, they don't deserve to get paid, I say, like I said, they can easily take the ability to root one's device or mod one's device or jailbreak one's device or have Kodi underground. And unless you were in the know or unless you had skill enough to get into that community, you know, it wouldn't be open to you. They could easily do that. So when I hear people complain because add-ons go down, when I hear people complain that developers want to get paid, when I hear people complain, about a free service, it really kind of irks me. So if you guys haven't put it into perspective before, hopefully this does give you some sort of perspective, to look at it another way. Now again, this is just my opinion. It doesn't have to be your opinion. A lot of people are going to dislike this video, and that's fine. Everybody has their own opinion. But I'm just trying to make you guys look at it hopefully through another way, because if developers get tired of doing things, doing these kinds of things because people don't support them or whatever, people keep stealing their work, which there's a lot of that going around in the community right now. If that continues to happen, developers might just say, fuck this, and be done, If you look at the jailbreaking community, there have been a lot of awesome people in that community who've contributed a great deal, and then they go away because it's just not profitable. They just don't have time. They can't generate the revenue that they can just having a job. Or they go on to other projects because they're more lucrative. So just next time you guys have a complaint in regard to an add-on or why something goes down or why add-ons continuously change, think about that and just realize that these people are giving to the community, to the public, not because they're paid to, not because they're given an incentive, but just because they're cool ass people who want to give us something different, who want to give us an alternative. So that's my piece, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.